I filed a notice of removal for all of these cases because I don't believe that this court is capable of acting in an unbiased way.
Robinson, we took care of your Latham, so I marked the file as you appeared for Latham and Corporal Spidell. So you're all set. Be safe out there, all right? Included, I still see Mr. Lockhart here. I don't know what else to do. What else anything you can do for him, Mrs. Harris? She continues to disobey the court order. Just continues to do so.
Okay. And Your Honor, I dare not say. I don't know. I don't think that it's an intentional. Well, I can't say that.
Wait a minute.
I don't think. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I think he has good intentions. I think he now has a better understanding of everything that has taken place.
I don't think so, because he came in here talking about he's appearing on behalf of the person Jameer Lockhart. So I think he's on the same path as he was that got him into this situation.
And Your Honor, we've had that discussion at length in the breakout room. He understands what it would take to resolve his matters. He understands how he has to represent himself in court. And so I think he's in a position that he wants to resolve these matters. We've had the discussion. We asked for leniency and mercy from the court. I understand if the condition is that he still has to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, although we would ask if the court would reconsider that sentence now that he has taken the time to actually listen to advice of counsel.
Buckle up, guys. Today, we're stepping into a moment where the courtroom temperature spikes fast. The judge presses the defendant with calm precision, lining up facts that don't quite match the story being told. Every pause tightens the pressure, and you can feel the confidence drain as contradictions stack up. This isn't shouting or theatrics. It's authority doing its work, exposing gaps, forcing accountability, and making it clear that excuses don't survive under direct scrutiny.
I apologize after the offense was. I don't know what else I would apologize.
You still haven't showed up, and it's been over a year, and now you want me to have some sympathy for you and to resolve the matters. I have no sympathy for you at all.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to discuss. We tried to give you a fair opportunity to be heard. You keep spewing these legal theories that I've never heard of before, and I've given you an opportunity at that date to speak with the lawyer. You refused that. You refused all the opportunities I've given you. And you came in here another time a couple of months ago, and I told you we weren't going to hear it then. You got to go report to the Wayne County Jail. So you've had ample opportunity.
You'd have me go to jail.
No, on behalf of Jameel Lockhart, I do understand that, and I know the court may hear this often, but he does have a family that he supports. It would be a great hardship on his family, his resources, and his sense of economy in terms of his job if he would have to submit himself to 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. I understand that the court is not inclined to change that.
I didn't just give him the 30 days on the, he should have thought about that when I was asking him. I let him speak when I was asking him to not try to overtalk the court. Let me give him an opportunity to speak. He continued to disobey that. He should have thought about that then. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary that have families that they take care of, and he's not going to the penitentiary. It's just county jail. So I'm just not moved.
Would this court consider amending it in such a way that he could only do weekends to complete his 30 days?
He hasn't even come to done anything. I'm not inclined to do anything for Mr. Jameer Lockhart or the person of Jameer Lockhart or whatever he wants to be called or however he wants to be described himself. Jameel Lockhart.
So yeah, he has the matters that are set on the docket for today. He has presented himself to the court today.
Okay, you want to take? We'll take off the warrant. We'll give him a pre-trial date, and then he can go do his 30 days, and he can tell the sheriff in there that what his next court date is, and they can, or somebody can writ him out then. City of Detroit versus Jameel Amir Lockhart, case numbers SP 1247989, counts 1, 2, and 3. State of Michigan. Now the laws just don't apply to him. State of Michigan versus Jameel Amir Lockhart, case number SX 378-29611. Appearance for the record, please.
All right, guys, this part shifts the energy completely. Here, the defendant leans on emotion, hoping honesty or vulnerability might soften what's coming. The attorney tries to frame the plea carefully, but the weight of prior choices hangs in the air. You can hear the struggle between responsibility and regret, as words stumble between apology and justification. It's raw, uncomfortable, and human, showing how reality hits hardest right before consequences land.
Count 2 of that is a no insurance misdemeanor, maximum possible penalty 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. SP 1247989, counts 1, unregistered, untitled, maximum possible penalty 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. SP count 2 of that is an improper license, maximum possible penalty 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. Count 3 of that is a no insurance, maximum possible penalty 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. And SX 378-29611, that's an improper license, maximum possible penalty 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. He's got an expired plate that's in default that I'm not going to set aside. He owes $174 on that. As for purposes of arraignment counsel.
Again, Your Honor, Jameel Lockhart would stand mute. Ask that the court would enter a not guilty plea at this time on his behalf. Mr. Lockhart, I hope you're recalling these are all things that we discussed in the breakout room. I told you how the process works.
All right, I'll enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. I'll give him a $0 bond. We'll set a pretrial in the matter for 9/22/2023 at 8:30 a.m. All right.
Yeah, there is currently a recommendation if the court would allow a plea.
No. He's going to have to go do the time.
So, sir, as we discussed, I think you would be better suited if you, 1, hire an attorney, 2, go to the Wayne County Jail and submit yourself so that your matters could be resolved. I understand that when you appear in court, there's different attorneys.
He didn't want an attorney. And I guess you have gotten through to him a little bit. He changed it. He came in here hearing on behalf of the person, Jameer Lockhart. And then when he asked him to state his name, he came and he indicated that he was Jameer Lockhart now. So I don't know what he like I say.
I mean, if I could speak a little bit here. All right, Your Honor, I'm not a criminal. I just want to handle this, get this over with.
I didn't say you were a criminal, sir. I didn't listen.
No, I know you didn't.
I didn't say you were a criminal. As it stands now, these are allegations. So until there's an adjudication of either guilt or not guilt, that'll determine, whether you're a criminal or not. So I don't know. You got these allegations out here. So I didn't make that comment. You were a criminal.
Right. No, I'm not saying that you did. But I just want to handle this and, put this to rest. At this point, I feel like it's taken up too much of my time, too much of, your time, I'm sure. And,
No, this is what I do every day, sir. I serve the city residents of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan and whoever comes in here. So it doesn't take up my time. This is what we do.
Yeah. So yeah, and continuing, I would just like to, get this over with, pay whatever fines need to be paid. I would like to have my license back. I can't rent a car when I travel. I would like to be able to do that. So whatever I owe for these civil offenses.
Last year, over a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, I just want to resolve this. Whatever I owe for those offenses, I'm willing to pay, and it'll be done with this situation. I truthfully don't think it's your, mission to put people in jail that have not harmed anybody or committed any offense against, any actual live human being. I'm only guilty of speaking out of turn. And, I should have handled this differently. I can see that now, but yeah, I really just want to get this whole situation rectified, and whatever the charges are that I need to pay, I'm willing to do that, and I'll put this to rest.
I'll let them speak. Next pretrial date is September 22nd.
Yeah,
Well,
based on the statements.
That being said, I don't think, based on everything that has happened, our history, the claim in federal court that I have against you, Michigan judicial tenure complaints that I have against you, I think you have a duty to recuse yourself from any of my cases.
I haven't been privy to any judicial tenure complaint. My first duty is a duty to sit, and I feel that I
put it in your mailbox.
Okay, well, all right. Well, the Judicial Tenure Commission will have to come, and I'll have to respond to them accordingly if they present something to me.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, sir. Next court date, 9/22. You're still expected to turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail.
Well, Your Honor,
We're watching control return firmly to the bench. The judge lays out expectations with unmistakable clarity, cutting through noise and reminding everyone why they're here. There's no room left for confusion or delay, just a clear line between past behavior and future consequences. This moment matters because it resets the power dynamic, reinforcing that the court isn't swayed by emotion alone, but by actions, patterns, and the need for accountability.
We offered him to speak with the lawyer on that date. He chose not to. It's been over, I would say, quite frankly, a year at least. The motion, he was going to file a motion by 5/27/2022. It's been a long time. Those ships have sailed.
but Your Honor, arguably he didn't have the assistance of counsel. So I would ask, did we go through all of the steps for him to waive his right to counsel in that type of proceeding?
Well, you can go back and look at the transcript if he wants some representation now. He can either have a court-appointed a lawyer, or he can hire a lawyer on his own. But at this juncture, I'm not inclined. people tell me I'm too lenient and I'm a defense judge and I try to be fair to everybody that comes through here. I gave Mr. Lockhart, and I'm giving Mr. Lockhart now, over a half hour when other people only get 5 minutes to speak. I gave him ample time today and back when he came in court the last time. And you say that he's changed, but he came into court today spewing the same stuff that he started out before he talked to you that he did when he was there. I read those motions that he filed, which was in the court's eyes had no basis in law whatsoever.
This segment captures the turning point. The defendant finally acknowledges what can't be argued away anymore, and the room feels quieter because of it. There's less defense, more admission, and a noticeable shift in tone. It's not redemption, but recognition, an understanding of how things unraveled and why the court reached this point. Moments like this reveal how reality settles in when denial no longer works.
None. I've never seen those legal theories that he's purporting. I don't know if you, well, let me strike that. I've seen those legal theories that he's purported, but I've never seen those in the rules of court rules. I've never seen that in any of the law books that I've ever read. So I told him this back then, that he needs to go get the rules. I gave him an opportunity to read the rules of procedure. He refused everything. Now, is the transcript of it, you can order the transcript, he can hire his own lawyer, and he'll get whatever kind of hearing that he will get. I'm not going to recuse myself from the case.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay?
I have nothing further.
Very well. Next court date, September 22nd, 2023, will be a pretrial. Have a very good day, sir. And again, your order to turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail. Have a great day.
Here's where it all comes together. The judge delivers the final ruling with measured firmness, tying every decision back to what we've already seen and heard. There's closure, but also a warning. This outcome is earned, not accidental. If this breakdown helped you understand the moment better, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.